Hey guys, so I'm so excited about this set. We're going to be using these Eternal Beige tips as well as two clear ones on each hand. So let's go ahead and get started. This is my Easter set, and obviously we're all stuck inside during Easter, but I still want to have nice nails. I don't care. So first I'm going to start with this Cuticle Pusher, and I'm just going to push back my cuticles. And then with this cuticle bit, and I'm using it on a pretty low setting, I'm just going to go around my cuticle area just to clean up any of the dry skin that's kind of stuck to my nail bed. Now I'm going to switch out the bit to this little ball one, and I'm going to kind of go around the same area, but I'm going to go a little bit up onto the skin. This is just going to help remove any dead skin that might be lingering. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my sanding band. This is a pretty important step to maintain the longevity of your nails. You definitely want to rough up the surface of your nail. And I'm not going to do it too heavy, and I'm not going to stay in one place for too long. Just really lightly, really quickly go over your natural nail. I still have gel on top of my nail a little bit, so I get to be a little bit more rough. So now that that's all done, I'm just going to spray my nails with alcohol, and this is just going to help remove the dust. I'm going to grab my little brush and just really brush off any dust that could have been remaining on my nails. And then from here we can go ahead and prime. So I'm going to start with my Dehydrator. I'm using this one from Après. I normally like to use the Modelones one, but I'm trying to use up this one first. And then I'm going in with my primer, which is from Modelones, and these are both essential steps on keeping your set on for a long time. Before I get started, I'm just going to kind of rough up the edges of my nail and kind of custom fit it to my actual nail. So I do have to file the sides a little bit just to get it perfect. You also want to file up the cuticle area, this way it can blend smoothly into your natural nail. So now we're ready to apply the nails. So I'm only going to do these first three nails because the other ones are going to be clear. So I'm going to start off with a thin layer of base coat, and then I'm going to cure this under the lamp for 30 seconds. After that, I'm going to grab my primer, and I'm going to scrub this into the inside of the nail. I see Max from Nail Couture do this all the time, scrubbing the primer into the nail rather than using your file. It's a little bit faster. I think I like it a little bit more. But the primer actually eats away at the gel a little bit, so it kind of adheres a little bit better. So as always, I'm going to paint a little bit of the base coat into the nail, and then I'm going to put a little, like a little dollop of product right into the cuticle area. And then from there, we can start at the cuticle, put it at an angle, and then rock it down, and then hit it with the light. So another important step, if you guys are using the Eternal Beige nails, you do want to paint the underside of the nail just to give a little bit more strength. Like I said, the Eternal Beige ones tend to be a little bit more on the thin side. So yeah, just add some more base coat and it's not that big a deal. I know people complain about these nails being thin, but if you build them up and you do it right, then they're actually fine. So I'm just going to continue the same steps, and then I will be back when it's time to shape up. Yes, so now it's time for shaping. I'm just going to soften up the point on these nails. I'm not really making them almond, but I'm just making the point not so sharp. And yeah, I'm just going to kind of get around the sidewalls, make sure everything blends into my natural nail, and then I'm going in with my drill. And with my drill, I'm just going around the cuticle area just to make sure that anything that's seeped out, any gel that's seeped out, I just clean up right away. Next, going in with my sanding band, I'm going to do the same exact thing, but I'm just doing this to ensure that the cuticle area is smoothed out. I am now grabbing my buffing block and removing the shine completely from the nail. I find that with using gel polish, it's better to have it on a rougher surface. This way it can stick more and it won't chip. So I decided to do the V French tip. I don't know what they're called, but I'm doing Easter colors. So I'm going to start with my purple and then do my my blue and my yellow. So you guys can just watch how I do this. I don't use any like foil lines or anything to make sure my lines are straight. I just kind of eyeball it, and yeah. As I mentioned before, these nails can be a little bit thin. Only the Eternal Beige ones. The other ones I have no problem with. But I'm just using my base gel to build another layer, and I'm also doing this to encapsulate the color under my nail. So originally I wanted to do these nails matte, so I did paint over them matte, but I'm actually going to change it later on. But I also like to have matte because I'll show you guys later on. It's a really good way to map out crystals, is to use a matte polish first, but I'll show you guys that later on in the video. So now that they're done, I'm just going to do a really quick cleanup. I absolutely love these matte, but I decided to not stick with the matte. But I think it looks so good, and I'm so excited about it. But yeah, I'm just going to clean it up, and then we're going to get ready for the nail art. So now for the best part, encapsulating. I actually had to switch hands because I wasn't recording the other hand, but it's all the same. I'm going to start off with my base coat and apply that underneath the nail. This is the trick. You gotta do it underneath. This is how we encapsulate the easy way. I'm gonna grab my glitters, and then with a brush, I'm going to pick up the glitters and place it into the nail, however you wanna do it. I'm making mine kind of like an ombre. If you guys saw in my pictures, it's pretty heavy with the glitter at the free edge, and then it kind of tapers off closer to my cuticle area. So I'm just going to place them all in there, and then after that, we're just going to cure it for 30 seconds. So you guys see how easy it is to encapsulate? I absolutely love it. This is how it looks before I put it on. Camera does not do it justice. It's so beautiful in real life. But yeah, another trick for this is to make sure that the base coat you apply is thin. Because if it's too thick, it's going to be hard to press down on your nail, you know, when you actually put it on your nail. So make sure the base coat is thin. And yeah. So yay, now we're ready to apply these. I'm going to go in and prime my nails as usual. I'm just going to do my dehydrator and primer. Then we're going to do one coat of base gel, and we're going to cure that for 30 seconds. So applying an encapsulated nail is exactly the same, nothing changes. I'm just going to put a dollop of gel into the cuticle area, and then we're going to apply it to the nail, press down, and flash cure. So this step is very important. You do want to put gel on the inside of the nail. This is just going to make sure that the glitters and stuff stay in place and it's not like rough or anything. So provides a nice little clean surface on the inside of the nail also. Yes, now we can clean it up. Oh, I'm so obsessed with these nails. I'm just going to clean it up, kind of soften up the tip there. What else am I doing? I'm cleaning the cuticle area. Everything's the same. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm just like staring at my nails right now. And again, I'm going to rough up the surface before I go over with clear. So like I said, polish, gel does not stick to sleek surfaces. You gotta rough it up. So I'm gonna apply my top coat and just look at how the color just comes back to life. It's amazing. These glitters are so beautiful, and I'm gonna link them down below so that you guys can have them too. But I love them so much. So before I cure this, I'm gonna grab my larger size crystals and just place them at the top here, and then I'm gonna cure it. Once that's all cured, I'm gonna go in with another top coat, and I'm actually gonna go over the crystal just to really keep it in there. And then I'm gonna paint the underside of my nail with top coat also, and this will help remove the sticky layer or anything like that. So yeah. Okay, so now we can get into the good stuff. Ooh, I'm so excited. I love how I place my crystals on these nails. They're so beautiful. And this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm actually kind of freestyling it right now, so sometimes I'll pause and stuff. It's because I'm thinking of what might look good. So I'm just gonna start on the thumb, and I'm adding these big crystals. Well, it's one big crystal and then a bunch of little ones. So all these crystals, these are just regular AB crystals. They're not Swarovski. Swarovski? Is that how you say it? They're not that, but they are pretty good crystals, and they shine so pretty in the light. Yeah, they're on Amazon, and they're all linked down below. And then also on this nail, I do have these little gold caviar beads, and that's just kind of like a filler, I feel like, just to make it not look so empty. So I'm going on to the next nail. Originally, I wanted to do diamonds straight across, but I thought that looked stupid. So I just decided to go around the cuticle area with crystals. I think that's always like an elegant, safe way to go if you don't know how to do crazy crystal work. And now for my favorite nail, I'm going to use a white pencil, and I'm just going to draw out how I want the crystals to go. This is why I said I like to use matte on my nails if I'm doing crystals. So I'm just going to place my top coat on that line that I created, and then I'm just going to follow through with crystals. You guys see here, I was kind of playing around with different things because I wasn't really sure what to put on there. So I just have this little pearl on there, and then I surrounded it with the caviar beads as well as tiny crystals in a little S shape, and I think it looks so good. This is actually my favorite nail out of the whole set. That's so pretty. So as you guys saw, after every nail that I did flash cure the crystals, this way that they could stay in place. And then now I can go over top of them with top coat just to make sure everything stays in there. I don't use nail glues, or what is it called, crystal glues or anything like that. I just use a really good top coat, and I make sure that I kind of drown the crystals in top coat so that they don't go anywhere. And this is the completed look, guys. Happy Resurrection Day. I hope you guys love this tutorial or whatever as much as I did. I'm so obsessed with my nails, and I'm definitely keeping them on for the next like 3 weeks or something. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great Easter Sunday, guys.